In the days of Noah, the earth was no longer the paradise God had made. People had filled the land with violence, greed, and corruption. Every thought of the human heart was evil, twisted away from its creator. Men shed innocent blood. They worshipped idols, ignored justice, and lived without love. The world that once echoed with laughter now trembled with sin. And the Lord looked upon the earth and said, "My spirit shall not strive with man forever, for the earth is filled with violence through them. Behold, I will destroy them with the earth." But among the corruption, one man still walked with God, Noah, son of Lamech, descendant of Adam through Seth. He was righteous, blameless in his generation, and faithful to the voice of God. Then God spoke to Noah, "Make an ark of gopher wood, make rooms in the ark, and cover it inside and out with pitch." God gave exact measurements, 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. That's nearly 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet tall. It was to have 3 decks, a door on the side, and a window near the top for light and air. This ark would become the shelter of life itself. For 120 years, Noah built the ark, hammering under the heat of the sun, shaping planks of gopher wood, telling his neighbors of the coming judgment. But the people mocked him. "Rain," they laughed. "What is rain?" For up to that time, rain had never fallen. The earth was watered by mist rising from the ground. Yet Noah kept building. Every nail driven was a testimony of his faith. And when the ark was finished, God said, "Enter the ark, you and your family, for I have seen that you are righteous before me." Then came the great procession. From every direction, the animals came, 2 by 2, and of the clean animals, 7 pairs each, oxen and sheep, lions and doves, elephants and camels, birds of every color. They came not by human effort, but by the hand of God himself, guided to safety. Noah and his wife, his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives entered the ark. Then, when all were inside, God himself closed the door. The sky grew silent. A low rumble began. Then the heavens broke open. Rain poured down for 40 days and 40 nights. The fountains of the deep burst open, and the waters rose, lifting the ark higher and higher. Mountains disappeared beneath the flood. Cities vanished. Every living thing outside the ark perished. The earth was covered in silence, a silence that carried both sorrow and awe. But inside the ark there was peace. The storm raged outside, but within there was faith. Noah waited on God, trusting that his promise would hold. After 150 days, the waters began to recede. The ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Still, Noah waited, patient, cautious, faithful. He opened the window and released a raven, but it never returned, finding rest only on floating debris. Then, after 7 more days, Noah sent out a dove. But the dove found no dry ground and returned to the ark. He waited another 7 days and sent the dove again. This time, it returned in the evening, and in its beak was a freshly plucked olive leaf. Hope had sprouted again on the earth. Noah waited yet another 7 days and sent the dove out once more. But it did not return, for it found a new home under a new sky. When the ground was finally dry, God said, "Come out of the ark, you and your family." Noah stepped onto solid ground, and the first thing he did was build an altar to the Lord. He offered sacrifices of thanksgiving, and the Lord smelled the pleasing aroma and said in his heart, "Never again will I curse the ground because of man, nor will I destroy all living things as I have done." Then, across the clearing sky, appeared a rainbow. Its colors shimmered across the clouds, a divine signature, a covenant between God and all creation. God said, "When I set my rainbow in the cloud, it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth." The storm had ended. A new world had begun. From one man's faith, life had been preserved. And so, the story of Noah reminds us, even when the world turns from God, faith can still move his heart. Obedience can still open doors. And after every storm, his mercy still paints the sky. If you would like to journey with us through the Bible from Genesis to Revelation, subscribe to this channel and tell us in the comments, what does God's promise to Noah mean to you today?